Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see class 8 science chapter number 7 metals and non-metals exercises. Chapter already we have finished in the previous parts. Today in this third part of the lesson we are going to see the exercise of the textbook. In that question number 1 they have given as complete the table properties of metal they have given and use in everyday life. This we have to complete. So in this particular section, ductility property of the metal where we are using in our day-to-day life, it is used especially in electrical wires. It is used in electrical wires. Malleability we are using for the kitchen pots, kitchen utensils we are making with the help of this particular property. Then conduction of heat for cooking purpose we can say, because if it is not conducting heat we can't cook. Then conduction of electricity, then the electrical wires, again here you have to write electrical wires. Then at the last, sonority, the musical instruments. In a musical instruments this particular property is used. I am writing in a short, you can complete it. Musical instruments. So this is about the question number 1, complete the table. Now we will discuss question number 2, identify the odd term. I'm just underlining the odd term, which will be the odd term in this, and the reason I'm just narrating. If you want, you can note it down. In a first one, the odd term is diamond, because rest all the three, that is gold, silver and iron, they are metals. Diamond is a non-metal. Next, ductility, brittleness, sonority and malleability. In this brittleness, rest all the three are the physical properties of the metals. Brittleness is a physical property of non-metals. Next one, carbon, bromine, sulfur and phosphorus. In this we are going to have bromine. Rest all what we are having, they are in solid state. Next one, brass, bronze, iron, steel. In this we can underline iron, because rest all, brass, bronze and steel, they are the alloy and the iron is a metal. After this, question number 3, write scientific reasons. The stainless steel vessels in kitchen have copper coating on the bottom. So for this particular question we can write that stainless steel vessels in a kitchen have a copper coating at the bottom, because copper is one of the best conductor of heat, and that's why it is used in most of the kitchen utensils or the kitchen pots or the vessels to have a good conduction of a heat. Then question number 2, now copper and a brass vessels are cleaned with lemon. Copper and a brass reacts with the oxygen and forms a layer, the oxide layer on its surface. So when we use a lemon which contains acid, it reacts with that oxide and that removes the layer of oxides present or the forms on the copper and brass vessels, and due to which it shines again, and that's why the lemon is used to clean copper and brass vessels. Next one, sodium metal is kept in kerosene? If you remember, while explaining the theory part of the chapter, already I said sodium metal is a highly reactive metal which reacts with the sodium, which reacts with the oxygen, not sodium, it reacts with the oxygen present in the environment and forms a sodium oxide very readily. And that's why, to avoid its contact with the oxygen, it's placed or kept in a kerosene. Next one, question number 4. Answer the following. What is done to prevent corrosion of metals? Answer of this you will be getting on a page number 52. You can see over here in this on the page number 52, to prevent corrosion from here onwards, you can write till here. To prevent corrosion of metals, layers of oil, grease, varnish and paint are applied on them. Also, plating with another non-corroding metal is done. Iron is arrested by zinc plating. Till here you can write the answer for this question. Now the question number 2. What are the metals that make the alloys brass and bronze? Brass is made up of copper and zinc. Bronze is made up of copper and tin. Brass, copper and zinc, and bronze, copper and tin. Next question, what are the adverse effects of corrosion? Adverse effects of corrosion, that already we have discussed, that it reduces the life of the metal articles. It reduces the shine of the metal articles. So that you can write, and the example you can write that the Statue of Liberty they have given in the textbook, that you can write. After that, question number 4, what are uses of noble metals? For this, answer you will get on the page number 52. You can see here on the page number 52, the answer is given for the uses of noble metals. So those 5 uses you can write as an answer for it. Now the question number 5. 3 experiments to study the process of rusting are given below. Observe the 3 test tubes and answer the following questions. 3 test tubes they have given. Test tube number 1, in which the iron nail, water and air is present inside that. Then the iron nail, water and the layer of oil at the top of the water. And the third test tube, calcium chloride is there with the iron nail and the dry air and cork at the top in all the 3. And on the basis of this 3 experiments, they are asking the question number 1 for that is why the nail in the test tube 2 is not rusted. Now in the test tube number 2, if you will observe, boiled water and a layer of oil is placed at the top of the water level. So what happened in that case? The oil avoids the entry of oxygen in the water, and as the water used in this is a boiled water, so amount of oxygen is very less in this particular water, and due to that the iron is not able to react with the oxygen, and hence iron nail is not rusted. Question number 2. Why is the nail in the test tube 1 is rusted highly? In a test tube number 1, if you will observe, there is the water and the air, and as we know, air contains oxygen, so that moisture present, along with that the oxygen available, so iron reacts with that oxygen and forms the iron oxide layer, and that iron oxide is nothing but the rust, and that's why the test tube 1, in that nail is highly rusted. Question number 3, would the nail in the test tube 3 get rusted? The answer is no. And the reason for it is calcium chloride absorbs the all moisture present in the test tube, and hence the air becomes dry in the test tube. And if it is a dry air, no moisture in that, then iron cannot react with oxygen. And hence, in a test tube number 3, the iron nail will not be rusted. So this is all about the exercise of the chapter. In the next videos, we will go towards the new chapter and the new things to learn.